Hello, my name is Matt Tabiro. I'm an intern for Reformed University Fellowship at Millersville University. Reformed University Fellowship, or RUF, is a Christian campus ministry that exists to reach students with the gospel of Jesus Christ and equip them to serve in their community. We do this through a variety of ministry avenues, such as our large group worship gatherings, small group Bible studies, and conferences and events and one-on-one conversations. At RUF, we want to start a conversation about life and faith, and we welcome everyone, regardless of your faith background. Whether a Christian, a skeptic, or someone who just wants to make some friends, this is a community for you, and we hope you'll find a home in our group. In this video, we want to give you a chance to meet some of our students and hear about why they love RUF. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm David. I'm an RUF alumni and a Millersville alumni.
My name is Serena, and I'm an alumnus of Millersville University. I graduated in 2018 with a major in early childhood education.
My name is Josiah. I'm a senior studying entertainment technology with a minor in music, and I'm the president of RUF.
Victoria Dugan. I am a senior, and I am a fine art major with a concentration in printmaking.
Hello, my name's Owen. I'm a senior at Millersville University and I'm a business major.
My name is Riley Robinson and I am a junior here at Millersville studying marine biology.
Hi everyone, my name is Morgan. I'm going to be a sophomore and my major is communications.
RUF is a community of people at Millersville who are really trying to pursue truth together and learn what it means to know and follow Jesus. And that happens with Bible studies, with worship nights, and just with friendship.
When viewed from the outside, RUF is a Bible study and maybe an activities group. But once you become part of RUF, you become part of a larger community, a family.
RUF is basically this whole big community, and it doesn't necessarily matter whether you're into God, you believe in God, you've believed in God for who knows how long, or if you're a skeptic, or if you just want another group of people to just be really close with. RUF to me is strictly a community, if I'm being honest, and that's what really attracts me to RUF.
RUF is a place where I can go and know that I'm going to be surrounded by God's people, and I'm going to be able to spend time with them and worship with them and get to know more about God and the work that He's doing.
RUF is a place where it's easy to make friends, and it's a place that will challenge you to love God and love others.
RUF is a group of students and leaders that get together several times a week to just talk about faith and life and do a Bible study and just have fun. And we also do a lot of activities on campus that can spread the word about RUF and bring in new people and just get to know more people on campus.
RUF is a group of students uniting to further their education of the Bible, their faith, and also the fellowship with one another.
One reason I kept coming back to RUF was because I found people who were open about looking for community. I think everyone on campus is looking for a community to some extent, but a lot of people won't say that out loud or sort of admit it to themselves.
I like a lot of things about RUF, but one thing that came to mind was that when I was in RUF, there were a lot of people who were committed Christians, but there were also people who just came because their friend invited them and they didn't really know what Christianity was. And I really appreciated that, getting to hear different perspectives, getting to make different friends, and having questions asked that I might not have thought to ask.
I really like the people in RUF. I think they're really fun. I also like the events that we do. They're great places to meet people and to get to know them better and to grow in relationships together.
The thing that I like about RUF is how accepting they are of everybody, no matter what, whether you're a Christian or not. Anybody that walks through the door is automatically welcomed and included. And I really like the diversity in our activities. We don't just, you know, meet up a couple times a week or do like a movie night. We do game nights, movie nights, campfires, axe throwing, retreats, and a lot more, and it's just a lot of fun.
My two favorite things about RUF is its doctrinal integrity and its group of people. Doctrinal integrity means that all of our teachings are straight from Scripture, our campus minister is ordained, and all of our leadership is trained on how to talk about their faith and lead small groups. But religion and doctrine mean nothing if there's no personal connection with each other, and that is what we want to create. A group of differently minded people with different beliefs, different thoughts, different ideas, who all love each other.
I really enjoy the quality of people at RUF, and also just the balance between learning more about my faith, learning how to study the Bible, and also just the balance of doing fun activities along with all these other things that we learn. Some of the things that we do are fun little like mini vacation trips, games, parties, and other social events.
I like that RUF is the community. That really helps me keep coming back, and it's really nice to have a group of people that are similar minded to me and have the same values as me, while still being able to have normal discussions. Not everything is about God, not everything is about religion, and it's really nice to just have that group of people there for you whenever you need them. I discovered RUF through, I think it was an admitted students day. I remember there being this really long table set up, and I think Trip was there and Joy was there, and then all these students were there, and I was just kind of gravitated towards that because they seemed really cool, they seemed really nice, and it turns out they were really cool and they were really nice, so that's always a plus.
I discovered RUF my freshman year. I knew from my parents that I should look for a Christian group on campus. I remember going to my first large group and being very overwhelmed, but ended up being able to make friends with people, especially because they cared about me simply because I was there. They didn't care where I was from, they didn't care who I was, they were just glad that I was there, and that was something that was really important to me.
I grew up in the PCA church, and so RUF was the obvious choice when I went to college. I was a little hesitant at first, but once I walked into the room and sat down, I was instantly greeted and felt welcome.
I actually discovered RUF because my pastor back home told me that I should go. And then I met the campus minister, I think the first week of school.
The way I discovered RUF is I played a game of giant Jenga with the campus minister in front of the SMAC and some other students, and then I got invited to a Bible study that night, and I went, and I was kind of hooked after that.
When I first came to RUF, it was because I went to the table at Org Outbreak, and they gave me this cool mug, so of course, free stuff, I went. And I looked and I was like, okay, well, this seems kind of cool, it's a Bible study, I'm going to check it out. And I went for the first time, and it was great. They were really welcoming, and I had a great time, and I just have been going for the past 2 years.
I discovered RUF through a friend of mine who started going to Millersville before I did, and they just kind of told me about it and how excited they were about it, and it really made me want to, go find out what it is.
I think you should come to RUF because it's a group full of really great people, and not only will you learn a lot about God and your relationship with Him, but also be able to make a lot of really great similarly and differently minded friends.
You should come to RUF if you're looking for friends, honestly. If you're a Christian looking for Christian community, or even if you're not a Christian, just looking for people that will love you how you are and help introduce you to what Christianity is. You should also come to RUF if you enjoy the beach, because we go to the beach every year in May called Summer Conference, and it's amazing.
It's a great judgment-free place to make friends, socialize, learn about God, and just have a good time,
I believe people should come to RUF because it's just a really good way for college kids to explore and learn about the Christian faith and what they believe, and also to make friends at the same time.
In my opinion, people should come to RUF if they have questions about the Bible, who Jesus is, and what Christian community is. Regardless of whether they grew up in the church, they're just a little curious about Christianity, or even if they're skeptical about Christianity, but want to have a respectful conversation about it.
People should come to RUF because, like I've said so many times before, we are a community. We're just people who have an interest in making those bonds with other people and keeping those bonds strong. And we're really open-minded. If you believe in God, then that's great. And if you're a skeptic, that's great too. We'll still accept you, and we still want you to come hang out with us.
If you're a student at Millersville, you should come to RUF. I know that sounds like a cop-out and a scripted answer, but there are so many aspects to our group that it's impossible to not find a place. Our two main weekly events are small groups and large groups, which are Bible-focused, but we also have several events throughout the year for people to build that community and get to know each other and have fun.
The thing is that they help me strengthen my walk with Christ because they have so many different things going on each week, whether it be small group Bible studies, large group, just activities to get together outside of school to just go do something and have fun. So many different things throughout the week kind of kept me so that I wasn't able to stray too far, with the stress of school and everything going on around me. Their consistency kind of kept me close.
It's helped me a lot. Coming from a place where I grew up in the church and everybody knew that I did, and my family played a large role in our church, and my mom did a lot of work for them and stuff like that. It's helped me in growing and in remembering as soon as it says that Jesus loves me because he made me and not for any other reason. Like, there's nothing that I can do. So that's been really helpful to me. I keep coming back to RUF because I know I need the reminders in my brain. I know I need reminders, so I keep coming back because I know I need reminders. Sometimes when I'm done with a long class or I get off of work or something and I'm absolutely not feeling it, I don't want to go, I end up going anyway and sitting in the back and just sort of doing whatever, and I cry and it's fine, but I know that I need to go, and I know that sometimes I need to take a break, but sometimes I also need to go and be with God's people and be with people who aren't gonna judge me, who are just gonna sit with me and be with me no matter what's going on.
RUF helped me in my Christian walk by giving me a place where I could ask really difficult questions and giving me people to ask those questions with. I hadn't really discussed hard theological questions before coming to RUF, and it gave me a great place to do that. But it also gave me friends. I ended up having roommates from RUF and just having lifelong friends.
RUF has helped me in my Christian walk by simply reminding me of the truth. Even though I did grow up in the church, I still would have drifted away if it wasn't for the community of believers that RUF is.
RUF has helped me to understand how to walk together with a peer with the intention of growing closer to God, or in other words, discipleship, as the church often calls it, and just how important that growing together with two people working towards that together can, I think, often accomplish more than just going solo in your walk with God.
So going to a secular school, sometimes it can be hard finding other like-minded believers, and RUF is just an outlet for me to find that. As a kid, I grew up in a Christian home, a Christian school, and going to Millersville was definitely a good change, but a big change for me. And finding RUF was almost like finding a little piece of home for me.
RUF has helped me in my Christian walk to be more accepting and more motivated, I think, when looking at different ways to glorify Him and to show that while being a college student. So I think that the balance between being a college student but also being a Christian, RUF has really helped me with that. And I think that's something that a lot of students look for but don't necessarily know where to find it. And I think RUF is that place where you can find it.
Since I've been going to RUF since the beginning of my freshman year, I've made a lot of good memories with the people there. One memory, or rather group of memories that I want to share, is the consistency of small group and large group. Large group, as long as I've been there, has always been 8:30 on Thursday evenings, and that consistency has helped me throughout the variability of college.
A good memory I have of RUF is hosting dinners together. Just a bunch of people hanging out, just talking, enjoying each other's fellowship, and eating tacos. Also hanging out on top of the roof of the Millersville laundromat was a good time, but that wasn't officially endorsed by RUF. But RUF people were there, so yeah, it was a good time.
A good memory that I have a lot of good memories, but one of the ones that sticks with me is from my freshman small group. We would always make jokes about The Office, but there was the finger gunning thing, and somehow that became associated with blasphemy as a joke. And it's 2 years later, and we all finger gun at each other and just make jokes. And it's just a good memory that I always tell people about back home.
So my best memory so far of RUF, there will be many more to come, would probably be going to our fall conference for Ligonier Camp and Conference Center, just because I got to make friendships with so many more people and get close to so many more people than I would have at just like a large group or a Bible study. And it really opened up that avenue for me to say, hey, like, remember that time when we did this, or that was so cool, or I really enjoyed just being with everyone else who was just ready to have fun like I was.
Hanging out after large group. I remember doing puzzles with people was really fun after large group, and we were all sitting around and doing puzzles, and it was just like little kiddie puzzles, but it was really fun, and little moments with people, just hanging out or going with a friend and picking up party supplies for the Halloween party we were doing that year. That was really fun.
Honestly, a lot of my good memories have to do with summer conference. We would drive down, take 2 days to drive down to Florida, and a lot of strange things happened on the way to and from. But we just always had a lot of fun, and I was always able to do a lot of self-reflection and hear a lot of really good seminars. So most of my good memories, no, a lot of my good memories come from summer conference. But the rest of the year is also great as well.
We hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to learn more, check out our website at rufville.org or stop by our large group service Thursday nights at 8:30 in the South Village Great Room. We hope to see you there.